Alright. I'm gonna keep it a buck. We're going to... Alright. We're going to be doing a tier list for Sonic the Hedgehog characters. And, out for Sonic Month, we've been having a lot of fun talking about a lot of stuff with Sonic. And really enjoying the games, including the official and fan-made ones. And what I really want to do right now is talk about the characters right now that are really impactful for my time of playing. I didn't play that many games. I probably will play more the closer the third movie comes out. But let's start off with right now. So when it comes to like Sonic, he's fun, he's fast, he's amazing, and quite frankly, I love the character. He's endearing to me, and I'll never change for me, to be honest. But yeah, we're gonna rate them, and wow, they're trying to get us all that, but let's see here. S tier character, it's I'm terrible. So S tier character, I'm just gonna be honest, it will always be Knuckles. I think Knuckles is one of the best characters Sega's ever made. He is literally the template of the rival character. They literally have copied and pasted him repeatedly over and over and over. And so one of the things I've seen here is that one of the characters that he's like literally a copy paste of him is Shadow, Blaze, Silver, Jet. Dang, like all of them are pretty much copies of Knuckles. And it's like, the funny thing is they keep repeating their greatest hits by having a rival character from a distant floating land or another place that can compete with Sonic for like ability to ability. And Knuckles is legitimately that character that has started it all. And they keep repeating it over and over, and I don't know what to say about that, but it's like, it's something that you can tell that they know that they struck gold with this character, and they're always going to keep repeating his elements over and over. And so, and then you know what, we gotta put Classic Knuckles up there. Funny thing is, I feel like they're the same to me, but Classic Knuckles is up there. I think he's S tier because gameplay wise, you get to play him more. Classic Modern Knuckles, you don't get to play him, but Classic Knuckles, you're always playing him more games, which is crazy. But if we're gonna go down with this tier list, we gotta talk about some other characters. Gotta get the easiest ones out of the way for the Sonic month that we played. I think this has given me more perspective of Amy Rose. I say she's a solid A tier character. Going for the time of Sonic Adventure, you love her so much, she gets mischaracterized too much. That's the problem with Amy. She never had a consistent characterization through the Sonic Adventure era, and then afterwards. And so, like, I feel like they're trying to stick it down now. But, like, Amy overall, I feel like is a solid character when she's written well. And thank you, IDK. The problem is with Amy is, like, she's like Knuckles. I think they're both characters or templates. It's just that you can see his impact a bit more with the other rival characters because they repeat all of his best hits over and over with other characters like Shadow, Jet, Silver, Blaze. Amy should be an S tier. She's a lot more unique. She's stuck around a lot more female characters, and she's actually seen more part of the main trio. Yeah, and then when she's in the story, she's actually like in the story and actually seen as important. And so, crazy. Okay, yeah, thank you. My favorite interpreter is IDW. Murders. Okay, yeah, Murder Sonic the Hedgehog. She was pretty solid. I liked her. Like, so I think she's an S tier character. I was going for the games I played for this month, but we can talk about other Sonic characters too. Let's see here. I'm not gonna go for all of them, but I'm definitely gonna put down his rivals. Let's see here. We gotta open the whole thing up here, because yeah, I think Jet is like a solid B tier character. He's cool. He has a very interesting dynamic with Sonic in the first Sonic Riders game. Characters has a cool design. If you compared him next to Sonic, you can tell like they work. And then we'll put Blaze at B as well. Blaze is a really cool character. She has more of that regal design next to Sonic. I'm gonna be honest, they're just both like take inspiration from Knuckles. They do their own thing, but like they hadn't been around too much. And then the only rival characters that have really stuck out to me that are unique. Where is our boy at? Where is our boy at? I'm trying to find him. I can't even find him right now. There's there's so many characters. Okay, this guy, for sure. I think Metal Sonic is one of like the few characters that like has been in a rival thing and has stuck around to be a very interesting character. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, Amy from Sonic Boom is great. I think that's the reason why I actually put up there. I'm kind of glad they gave her some Boom traits because like it made her stick out more as a cast member. I didn't like her when she was like that obsessive cleaning girl that was like weird at times. It just didn't help her character and did not make her endearing. But I did like her. Let's see. Actually, I liked her in Sonic 06. Sonic 06 was like it's pretty cool for Amy. But let's see here. Now let's go over here back. I like a lot of versions of her. It's nice. And then going back to rivals, the other rival character we all know. I low key want to like him, but at times I feel like it's creatively they don't do anything with him, which is, yo, what's up, Shoes? It's Shadow. I'm gonna say Shadow's A tier. He's obviously gonna be an S tier character once the movie comes out because everyone's gonna be interested in him. But the problem with Shadow for me is Sega gives no other characters, including the core 4, nothing else. Nah, he's A. He's like, oh, yo, thank you for the follow, Shoes. What about Nicole? Nicole? Are you talking about Nicole from Archie? Oh, snap. Okay, so we're going through all these characters. I guess we're going to go through all of them. So if we're going to talk about overall impact of the franchise, it's literally, I'm going to be honest with you, it's Boom. Actually, not Metal. Metal still stays in A. Even Amy's like kind of in A. But if you're talking about impact of the franchise, it's Knuckles and Shadow. Like they take over a lot of it, and to the point where you take elements from Knuckles and you always put them in different rivals. You got Shadow, who's from the Space Colony Arc, who flies away. Oh, yo, thanks, Shoes. You got Jet, who's also from a mysterious set of thieves who has a floating island. You got Blaze, who's a guardian of the Soul Emeralds, who's from a different dimension. They take a lot of inspiration from Knuckles and just reuse it for rivals. And then Shadow's is kind of like the best of both worlds between Knuckles and Metal Sonic. Knuckles training yes, he did in Archie comics. Actually, when I think about Shadow, he's literally just, if you took Metal Sonic, all his cool parts and Knuckles' cool parts, and you put in one character, you got Shadow. And then you just add aliens, boom. You got a character that just sticks around. And then add strategy, and then actually like have the character react to their backstory instead of just they see it and don't say anything. Like that's the big difference between Shadow between all the other characters. Like you actually see him interact with his tragedy. Silver, you see him talk about the future, but you never see him as much anymore. Like Silver, I want to say Silver's higher, but Silver's not. Silver's like a BT character, and like the problem is he runs into like I feel like he's like similar to Shadow, where he's just like one of those characters that heavily inspired by these two, but doesn't stand out enough to be different. Like Sonic 06 was his thing. Yo, wow, 641 likes already. Thank you guys. You guys are amazing. I appreciate all of you. And I love David. Thank you for joining. And then oh yeah, I forgot. Viv talked about Nicole. Where's Nicole at on here? So originally we did Sonic Month. I played a bunch of games. I 100%ed Sonic Adventure 2, and I played Sonic the Fighters. I played Sonic Mania. I also did Sonic Adventure, Sonic Heroes. I did I did Sonic Triple Trouble, the fan game. And so I definitely was. Oh yeah, I did Sonic Riders Sonic Rise, the original one, and I did a little bit of Zero Gravity. Definitely got reacquainted with the franchise, and I love it. And I'm getting reminded of like my favorite characters. Oh yeah, I forgot. If I have no, I'm not putting the classic Sonic will always be S tier. Wow, shoes, thank you. Oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. Classic Sonic will always be S tier. Like when I think of Sonic, I like when he's written well, you know? Like when he's with like really cool characters, it works. Actually, you know what? I'll take that back. Amy needs to go back up to S tier. I forgot, she has satellite characters now. Like they tag along with her. That's the cool thing about him. I forgot. Cream and Sticks. Like they need to bring those two back. Just gonna be that serious. Sonic S tier. You wouldn't have the Sonic series about Sonic. I think in terms of impact, actually, they still are using stuff from Knuckles, even Sonic Frontiers. Sonic, I can't say more. He's the boy. He's a goat. And then let's see here. I like SVO. I think SVO is amazing. He's the only one that actually no, I'll take that back. When I think of the Chaotix, I mainly think of SVO and Vector. So, and then I forgot. Where is Vector? There he is. Oh, he's right next to the MILF. I mean, he's right next to Vanilla. Wow, 1,000 already? Whoa. Thanks, man. Thank you. Oh my goodness. So yeah, let's see here. So okay, all right. Let's see here. When I think of the Chaotix, I think they're awesome. They're solid B tier characters. I feel like they deserve more, but they're not always in the spotlight as much. Oh, no, still, I appreciate you being here, man. It's always good to have cool people in here. And I'm just glad you're talking, you know? It makes the whole experience better. And we're putting Vanilla next to Vector because Vector, you know, Vector is what's the term? you know, his crush. Jamar, nice to meet you, man. Hope you have a good day. We're doing a tier list for Sonic characters. So okay, it's so funny. Sticks and Marine look like the same character but in different fonts. But I like Sticks more. I miss Sticks. I think Sticks should come back. Dang, we're gonna have to readjust this, aren't we, Shoes? Dang. Okay, Vanilla's actually like a CT character. She's like there, more of like, she serves as more as inspiration for Vanilla and Vector. And then, one of these characters kind of move up to A tier. We'll move Silver up there. Silver's alright. Okay. Oh. Actually, no. Silver stay on B tier. I always thought maybe a song. Oh, dude, straight up. I would love to see Sticks in Sonic Prime. I wish. So, okay. So, what makes the S tier characters? I'm gonna say this right now. The S tier characters are they're iconic and they have an impact on the series, and then Silver is not that impactful, bro. Silver does not have any secondary characters that are inspired by him, and he does not have any characters who take qualities and traits from him. Silver is literally inspired by Shadow and Knuckles' background, and then he interacts a lot. Chip? Bro, I love Chip. We need to actually add an extra tier for like an E. But nah, the B tier characters, they're amazing, they're great. It's just that they don't have enough to actually put them up there with the A tier. All right, Rouge is up there because Rouge is amazing. Like, Rouge has impact in the story. Like, literally, I love seeing her interact with the main cast. I like her interaction with Knuckles. I love her interaction with Shadow and Omega. But she doesn't have that much impact as Shadow, Amy, Knuckles, and Sonic. Knuckles is the first rival. Knuckles is literally the template where all rivals copy from. Shadow is like the next evolution of, like, if you put Metal Sonic and Knuckles together, you got that perfect character that is like the dark reflection of Sonic, but also is like has that mysterious thing in the back. And then right here, you got Sonic. Sonic's always the iconic character. Amy's a character that also has, like, how can I say this? Like, has satellite characters now. Like, there's Sticks and Cream and even Big to some extent. What about Black Doom? Black Doom? Black Doom is just a force of nature, but he's not that cool. He's just a C tier, you know. And then let's see here. You know what? You're right. He is a D. He's very much a D. I'm not gonna lie. I always thought Ray was Sonic and Knuckles mixed together, and you know what I'm saying. Mephiles is just a cooler version of Black Doom, just done right with execution. That's just to be honest. But he's technically the only character who has actually killed a main character and got away with his schemes. Like, he's gonna be I want to put him in B, but that's just too much. He doesn't have that many moments that are just as fun as Jet when he makes fun of Sonic and gets Sonic mad, as Blaze interactions with Sonic, Silver's overall thing. Actually, no, you're right. He could be a B. But the thing is, it's like, the problem is, it's like this. There's the character's impact, but also, like, is this impact always going to be brought up all the time? Like with Shadow, you always hear about what happened with Maria. Maria is definitely going to be tier because Maria is a whole thing. He does need more screen time. That's the thing. These characters right here in B tier, they're great. They have potential. They can do more. You know? Mephiles is also a great character, but he needs more. He's like, boom. Now let's see here. Oh, bro, I forgot. I like. Same thing with Cream. I like Cream. Cream is like a cool character. She's there for the kids, you know. Like, but the thing is, Cream is a sweet character and she sticks out her own. And then, like, the cool thing is she actually adds more to, like, Amy's dynamic. And then also, look, I like seeing her interaction with the cast. Also, Cheese is godlike. And then what about Chip? Okay, let me find it. Where is Chip on here? Oh my goodness. Chip, where are you, Chip? Vector and Vanilla are no longer. Yeah, I had to move them because I had to be very honest with myself. I did it for the meme. I might put them back there again for the meme, but if I have to be, I want to give my honest opinions. All right. Vanilla has a cool impact in the story, but she's not always there. Like, she isn't always there. She serves as motivation for Cream and Vector, which I like. He's on the second now, yeah. Mephiles, nah. Corvinus, I'm gonna be honest. I've seen Cream in more stuff in Sonic media than Mephiles. Mephiles is cool for the moment he's there, but like the thing is, he doesn't have enough where you can bring him back and say, is he going to be that important? He served his role. His role is done, but he's not going to be brought back in like a meaningful manner, like Maria or even like Metal Sonic, or even Egg Magneta to some extent. Oh, Chip is next to Cheese. Oh. Chip, actually, bias-wise, I like Chip more, but to be honest, I think Chip is cooler. Chip's a cooler character, true, because you don't see him more often. But the thing is, I think, I'm gonna be honest, Mephiles is a cool villain, but Mephiles isn't the best villain. Like he has more feats than actually being a cool character. Like I like his things, but the thing is, this is the Sonic franchise, not the Shadow franchise. He's not he kills Sonic. That's cool. He antagonizes Shadow and Midnight Silver, but he never interacts with Sonic. He doesn't do anything else at all. And then also on top of it, I might rate him higher again if, like, let's say Shadow Generations brings him back. If they do, for sure, he's gonna go up to like an 8. He's gonna go up to a B tier then. Like, I hope they do. Because it's like, if a character is that popular, they'll find a way to bring him back. Shadow was that cool, they brought him back. Same thing with Knuckles, same thing with Metal Sonic. They will bring them back if they think they're that important. Or they can make them that much money. You know what? Dang. The original character is here, but his impact is so great that you see. Actually, yeah, he would be an S tier character, but actually, no, he is the S tier character here. Because let's see here. He's up here. Gamma's up here because here's the thing. I'm gonna listen to my argument here. Listen to my argument here. He's inspired. You forgot about 1 second. He's inspired Germal, Emerald, and then he's also inspired Best Boy, like Omega. I didn't forget Omega. Omega is up here with me, boy. I love Omega, but Gamma is important. Gamma is the reason why we have these three. Why we have Omega, Emerald, and Germal. Like, and then you get my point now. What I'm saying about like the S tier are impactful characters. Shadow's the reason why we have Silver, some extent Jet, some extent Mephiles. That's the same thing with Knuckles. That's why we have Shadow himself, Jet, Blaze, Silver. You did not put C. I put Chip in C tier because Chip, while I think Chip's a great character, but like, I'm gonna be honest, like, my thing here. He's a great character, but like, you know, I think Chip was like cool for what he was in the story. I think you could do more with him. Like, just to be honest. Like, I hope they do a remaster because Chip could have had more scenes. I would love to see him interact with like Tails, Amy a little bit more. That's the thing. I think Chip's a great character. He's a great character. Don't get me wrong. I think they're great. I think I need to make 2 more tiers to be very honest with you guys right now. Add row below and add another row below. And we're going to get that Yeah, we're gonna make that. No. Keep that color there. Oh no. So we're gonna D tier, C tier, and then E tier. Bro, you know, I understand, but so did Shadow sacrifice himself for the planet. A lot of characters sacrifice themselves for the planet. That's like nothing new. Even Sonic has done it. I think Chip's a solid character. I just feel like Chip just needs another thing, you know? Here's the thing. Here's the way I'm thinking. Chip, just like BioLizard and Mephiles, hopefully they get added to a remaster and you get to see more of them, you know? Because, like, they have a lot of potential. Like, actually, okay. I know you guys may not agree with me, but Chaos is in the same tier as, like, but he's also more impactful, so it's kind of hard. Like, he's kind of the reason why we have Chip, Mephiles, and all these other ones. Shadow wasn't even present when Dark Gaia was present. I'm not going from lore, I'm going about how they impacted the series themselves. Yeah, because, like, look, like how, like, Chip's great, but, like, you know, I would like to see him in more stuff. Like even reference him. But, like, you know, he doesn't do as much as, like, him and Mephiles are on the same tier to me. But, like, I think Chaos is a bit more, because while you do see him more, he's also impactful. Actually, he's impactful for Knuckles' story and in and slightly Shadow's story. What about where's Sonic? I'm gonna have to put him in a tier where he's like, I feel the same about him as I feel about Sonic, because I just think he's Sonic. I think where Sonic is cool, but yeah. Just to be honest, like, I'm just gonna be honest. Sonic is the GOAT. Sonic's great. I'm not gonna be mad. Like, listen. Yeah, we're gonna make this tier right here. He's not, bottom tier is not bad. This is just, I feel the same as their normal counterpart. I feel the same about the normal counterpart. So, boom. Sonic. Who else needs to go in there? Because it'll just makes it a lot easier. The other Metal Sonic here. Boom. Wait. That song's going to get me. Oh God, not Fleetway. No, not Fleetway Supersonic. No, we ain't doing that. Alright, we're gonna put on the Samurai Champloo soundtrack. We cannot have this up in here. Yeah, they have Fleetway, but I'm not. Oh, Black Doom's Eye. It's the same thing. Is it? No whales. Okay, but yeah. So wait, where's Tails? Tails needs to go up here. I will no, Tails is not going in C tier. We're putting, Tails is up here. These are the most, actually he goes above. The core three, but like Tails is the reason why we also have Cream, We have Marie. We have like a bunch of. What about Big? I like Big. Big is like a B tier character. Like he's cool, but like he had his moments. But like every moment, he's there. He doesn't overstay his welcome. Oops. Like he's out there. He's like I don't mind seeing more of him. These are characters I will never get tired of. But Big is only Big. Oh, I forgot Doc Robotnik, bro. We need to put him up there. All right, bro. Why? Like mouse, chill out. That's what happens when your mouse batteries start dying. Doc Robotnik is Doc Robotnik. Boom, obvious. It's funny thing is I'm not trying to put my favorite characters. I'm trying to talk about the characters that are cool. Oh, Froggy. I feel the same way about Big. There is one character that is my favorite besides Chip. Oh, who's your other favorite character? Oh, Classic Tales. Yeah, let's do that. We don't need this up here all the way. We know who Knuckles is. Boom, we already know. Try me. Don't get mad at me. I think Charmy is a cute character. But Charmy's the top list of the C characters because Charmy doesn't get that much to do, man. He's there to be fun. Like, he's a fun character. But, like, he doesn't do anything else in the story besides just tag along with these two. And then they don't give him anything else. Like, he's in Sonic Rivals. He's in, like, the Sonic racing game. I forgot. He's also in Sonic the Fighters. That's hilarious. Like, they do all this stuff for Vector and Espio, but nothing for Charmy. That kind of needs to change, to be honest. Like, Charmy should be doing more stuff with Tails or somebody, but you know. And then, alright. Yeah, and Sonic, I forgot. Yeah, Sonic Heroes. And then, let's see here. Oh, the other Melon Sonic from Sonic Rivals. He's in this tier as well. I feel the same as I feel about their normal counterpart. Oh, Nicole. I think Nicole's awesome. I wish Nicole got to do more. I wish she got to do more, you know, man, because, like, I wish she wasn't just a comic character that was stuck in Archie limbo, but, you know, that's how I feel about a lot of the comic characters, to be honest. They're all stuck in limbo. Like, legit, my favorite character from Archie is Bunny the Rabbit. Like, Bunny was awesome. Like, she should be up here. But she's stuck in limbo, man. Oh, yo, thanks. Oh. Yo, Shoes, thank you for the likes, man. You guys are, wow, we're at 3,000. Oh, my goodness. What about, oh. I feel the same about cheese and Chocula as I feel about cream. Actually, no, I take that back. Cheese is a god. Don't mess with cheese. Cheese will jack you up. As we've seen in a playthrough of Sonic Smackdown, as in other Sonic games, you do not mess with cream, or you'll get the cheese. You do not mess. Now, let's see here. Princess Elise. She suffers the same thing like Black Doom. A character that would be pretty interesting if they just executed her a bit differently. I think it's also her debut game. She kissed a hedgehog that was technically dead. It was weird, but he got brought back to life. Okay. Wow, we got too many. Actually, no. No more people. No more people in O. We got no more people in B, I guess. Actually, maybe. Dang, bro. You know who's such a cool design, but they do nothing with her, is Wave. Like, Wave deserves more, but Wave is, like, unfortunately in the C tier status where she's a character that does cool stuff. Like, she's right behind, like, she's, like, right behind Charmy, in my opinion, but she just doesn't do anything else besides, like, be a foil the jet and then do nothing else with Nagam. She should be doing more. She should be, like, trying to usurp jets for, like, you know, even Storm to some extent. Oh god, Dark Sonic? Actually, Storm's not as cool as Wave. I'm just gonna be honest. Storm is like right over here. I think Bunny's higher than him, but Storm is right. Yeah, Storm's right over there. He's alright. He's alright. And then, where's Dark Sonic at? Dark Sonic's cool. And just like Sonic, he's already in GOAT tier, but I feel the same about him as I feel about his normal counterpart. I think it's dope. We might have to add more people to A tier, but S tier and A tier characters are right here. Like, legit, there's no one else like them. There's too many characters that are derived from them or connected to them in some sort of way. Now let's see here. Okay, we're into characters that I'm kind of like, but a lot of them have potential. Oh wait, no, I forgot. I like Bean and Bark. Take that back. Bean and Bark also deserve to be in. Bean and Bark deserve to be in Mouse. Why are you doing this to me? Bean and Bark deserve to be in B tier. I'm gonna be honest with you guys right now. Why? They had a glow up in the recent years because of Sonic Mania. But they're fun when they're there. They don't always have to be there. Well, I actually have to be honest with myself. They're not more so Bean than Bark. Bark is there, but he's not on Wave's level. Bean is fun when you see him, and anytime Bean's on the scene in the comics or even in the games, he's just fun. He's a fun, energetic guy. Bean's there. Bark is like, he's alright. He's not on that point. He's like on the same way I feel about like Wave. Like, I think they're fun characters. You can do more with them. They just need more. But like the darn green birds steal all the attention. I just wish Esther got more screen time. You know what? I do too. I wish everyone who was introduced to Knuckles Chaotix had more screen time. That includes Knuckles himself. And I blame a certain American comic book writer for that because they'll never try to touch down any of those stuff. But what is it? Okay. Oh yeah, Fang. I think Fang is cool. I got happy for. Oh yeah, Bart's dope. Fang's up here. He's on this. Truth be told, they're on the same level. I think they're both like impactful. They're fun though. They're fun. They're fun characters. It just, I feel like Bark needs like actual thing for by himself, where there's more people, like more where you can see his personality. Like, out of the 3 hooligans, he has the least amount of focus. Or at least amount of, like, time. Where's Sonic? It's all, like, boom, up here. The S-tier characters, besides the main cast, are, like, up here. Actually, I need to put... I'm not, 1 second. I feel the same way about Classic Sonic as I feel the same way about that. But no. As I said before, these are the GOATs. But they're also the characters that a lot of characters are inspired or take elements from. I will explain later on, but we got other characters we gotta do. Otherwise, this will be a very long time. So let's see here. Oh, Honey, the cat. We need to see more of her. She's not in a comic limbo like other characters, which is like, oh my goodness, I think she Umo Chow. I'm gonna go. I'll go back to Umo Chow in a bit. Oh, Mighty and Ray. Ray's gonna be, Mighty is up here. But Ray, unfortunately, I'm just gonna be honest, Ray, he doesn't have that much. He's like to me how I feel about Wave and Bart. I think like right here, Mighty's an awesome character. Chip, I put Chip in C tier. Chip is like the same thing like Mephiles. They're cool. Whoa! Thank you for so many likes, Shoes. You're amazing. Impact wise, but like, oh my goodness. And then all right, but let's look here. Dang, we got so many characters to go through. If I was to rank them by coolness, obviously this would be a different list. But I'm talking about impact and what they do, and like unfortunately, like you see more of Mighty compared to Ray and most like even other stuff. Sometimes they're together, but mostly Mighty's getting the action scenes and more emotional stuff compared to Ray. It's the same thing. It's the same thing with Bark. Bark doesn't get that much. Wave and same thing Wave. They deserve more, just like Charmy and just like Vanilla. And like, I feel like Chip and Mephiles, they did an amazing job when they first appeared, but they don't get anything else and they're never brought back, or they're never, not even anniversary stuff. Not even Sonic Generations or anything else, like, are a reference. Like, they're cool. I don't think they're, but they're not that impactful to the series, to be honest. If I was rating off of coolness and like, what I think was awesome, Mephiles would be up here. But Mephiles is like, I gotta be objective. Gotta be really objective here. Easy might have done, but Ray's a scroll. If we're going by alphabet, yes we are. But okay. Let's see here. Cosmo's up. I want to rate Cosmo higher, but Cosmo's like right up here. She's. Oh wait, I need to put these guys actually higher. I feel the same way as I feel about their main counterpart. There we go. CRB. Yeah. Cosmo's like right there. Like she's cool. She's like great. She's impactful, but she's not above Wave right now. All right, and okay. If we're talking about characters I wish were brought back to some extent, but in a better way, it would be Sally, I think, and Bunny. I think they're I was not a fan of girls' characters as kids, but I thought those two were cool. I just thought they were cool. You had someone who stood up to Sonic and was like, nah, and then you had Bunny, who was awesome. Bunny is so cool. I miss that character. Oh, Scourge. Dang it, Scourge is so... I like Scourge. I think Scourge is dope. Scourge is a character that's unfortunate in comic book limbo. I want to put him higher because, like, he's that, but he's suddenly just... Dang, that's hard. You know what? I have to think about it. His impact on the series is pretty cool, and honestly, he's actually, I'll take it back. Scourge... He's A tier. I have to think about it objectively. Scourge, while being Evil Sonic, became his own thing, but also, but just like Knuckles and Shadow, he's inspired another character to be there. So, like Knuckles and Shadow, well, actually, I'll say Knuckles was the first blueprint of a rival character, right, in the games, and so was Metal Sonic. That's why he's on here. But Knuckles has inspired Shadow. Knuckles inspired Jet, Blaze, Silver. All these rivals from mystical places. And then Shadow became his own thing. And he's inspired. Well, if you look at the design of Jet, look, just even the eyeliner. And same name with even with Silver. It's like ridiculous. And even to some extent with Blaze. The problem is with the B tiers, like they're great, but they don't get impactful enough stories or do enough. That's the same thing with the C tier, but they're in a worse but they get less screen time. Like they need more focus. Knuckles would be lower, but Knuckles has such impact in the series. Like he needs more. Like he gets enough focus, but he doesn't get the right amount of focus. If I'm trying to say. Unlike this character gets too much focus. But going back to Scourge. Oh, best list Kazumi. Thank you. And then Scourge. Alright, let's see it. I'm gonna be honest, Scourge. I think Scourge was the template for for good future comic book rivals. Where is she? She's not here. We don't have Surge. Oh wow, this is an older list. Okay. At the same time, I feel the same way about their normal counterparts. Well, actually, I feel a bit more. Elaborate on Jet the Hawk. I think Jet the Hawk Jet is one more game appearance away, a really good game appearance away from being an A-tier character. He's a character that actually makes Sonic mad. Sonic actually competes with him. His very first appearance had Sonic pissed off, which is like rare to have. And there's only three other characters that made him mad at competing, and that was Knuckles, Shadow, and then Metal Sonic. The main issue though is with Jet though. Jet has been times where he's not had that much focus, and then his game appearances have been sparse, mainly because Sega doesn't know what to do with him. B tier is like characters. Also, relatively that's not fast. Yes, and then technically these are characters that deserve a bit more. Like they have an amazing impact, but they need more. Like they need more. They would be up here in A tier. Like Scourge is one of the rare comic book characters I would put in A tier, but that's because he's inspired a secondary character. Metal Sonic on an S is insane. Metal Sonic's awesome, but Metal Sonic is not as seen as often. But then again, you know what? I'll take that back. Metal Sonic should be an S tier. You're kind of right. Well, maybe no. Actually, you know what? You're kind of right. Jet's only 2 games. He has 3 games. His third game was we don't talk about that. They just made his third appearance just knocked him down a whole tier for me. Literally, it was so bad. It was just like, man, they made him so dorky. He was in that Sonic Free Riders Connect game. It just made him and the Battle Roads look so bad. I was like, bro, come on. And like, Jets in 4 games. Oh yeah, Melfless and C. Man, I want to say Melfless is cool, but Melfless is like a force of nature in that he needs. If he comes back in Shadow Generations, he'll go up higher. But Mephiles, he's like on the same tier as Chip. They're cool for where they were at, but if I can go back to the series and play other games, I'm for sure looking out for Shadow. I'm sure looking for Knuckles, because I think I would want to see more of them. I want to go play a Sonic game for Chip and Mephiles. I want to go back for a Sonic story for Chip and Mephiles. Will I tell people to play Sonic Unleashed because of like the awesome gameplay? Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. He wasn't that. Like, but these and that's why I'm saying that. Well, also I'm gonna add a preface to this, guys, right now. With all this, what the remasters are doing, where you're adding other DLC characters, these characters all have potential to go up higher, and so I'm hoping they go higher. This is Smash and Pass. Oh no, that would get me demonetized on so many things and looked at weird because at my grown age. Oh, Rosie the Radical. What? He's my favorite character, so people so much that people. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, he needs like a little bit more. He needs to be in more stuff. So Rosie the Radical is also a character. She's technically a D character, but that's the impact of Scourge. You see all the evil counterparts, and then also he's inspired a character in the IDW comics, bro. Where are you? Where are you? One second here. Maria. Well, Maria is right up here. She's like Gamma. She's really impactful. Oh, I'm rating characters on their impact, on their series, and their how iconic they are, and what they do for the series overall. So let's look. We have these 6 right here. Why are they important? Because literally a lot of the story elements and stuff go around them. Oh, you wouldn't have. Well, you wouldn't have Eggman or Shadow without Maria. We wouldn't have today's Eggman. You wouldn't have Eggman without Sage. You wouldn't have Eggman treating Metal Sonic like a son. Like legit, Maria changed everything. Like over the years, Maria changed how Shadow's motivations and how he feels about his family. Even in Sonic Frontiers, he talks about how he's kind of jealous of Maria. Like, it's insane. And then he also brings up how he feels about what's the term? How he feels about Sage is he wondering that's how his grandfather feels about Maria. Like, no, we ain't going that far. What I'm saying is these characters are amazing, and then every other character around them has been impacted by them, like underneath them. Like, look, Sonic is the GOAT. Everyone's impacted by him, but specifically, there's Metal Sonic because of him. There's Scourge because of him. There's actually not really Jet, but there's also Shadow because of him. How Knuckles acts because of Silver because of him, and then Knuckles because he's the original rival. Oh, my bad. I get what you're saying, Lost Shadow. I'm a dummy. You know what? He's almost there. Metal Sonic has 2 boss alter forms. He's so close. If I see one more, oh. Awesome character. He needs more stuff. He should be in C tier, but we don't see him that often, so I can't even say anything. Chris Thorndyke. Chris is there. We'll go with that. The best character ever. Oh. He's very much understated, but he's very much as important to both of these guys. Actually, he's not. Well, okay, I'm gonna say this. We need to see more of him. We need to hear more from him. Maria, we hear about her all the time, even from him. We don't see much of how the doctor is or all that. Limerick? Oh my gosh, Limerick. He had potential. He never grown, so he's an E. Oh gosh. Whoops, No, that's an E. It just, yeah. Oh, feel the same about him as their main counterpart. Egna and Nega, I don't know what they're doing with you, but you have potential, buddy. You have potential. As you had. Dang, now it's time to rate all the harder characters that I kind of like miff about. Wait, Jim Carrey, Dr. Robotnik? Oh, wait. Oh, I feel the same about you, but you're up here. You're the creme of the creme. You're the top of the top. He is... Ooh, Eggman's the reason why I watch those Sonic films. He's funny. Oh, the president's in here? Excalibur should be. You're not wrong. That's how I feel about the president of the United States. And I haven't actually. I'm gonna take that back. I don't care for them. I don't care for them. So, yes, Jim Carrey Eggman is the GOAT. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, no. E. I don't care. Yeah, I did like his banner with Sonic. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, Jim Carrey Eggman is... Man, I love him. Like, they don't do enough. Like, they're just there. Oh, no. Go back. Man. If you ever get mad with me for a Sonic character, you just know you're just doing bad. You just or you just don't do anything. You just don't do anything. Now, characters I feel mad about. Yes, I am. I think they're fun designs. They can bring back the designs, but as characters, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about them at all. Dave. I feel the same way about Dave as I feel about Chris. He's interesting, and then he can be very much annoying. Sonic Boom. I feel the same way as I feel about their Main Street counterpart. Dave should be an S. You know what? You're right. I forgot. Dave, not S. Dave should be... We saw enough of him in the series. That's the problem. We saw enough of him in the series. It's just that he's just not... Oh, the ghost that got the... It's Tangle! Jesus a solid C right now. Like, if she appears in a game, she's automatically going to be a B tier character. She's a character I think that deserves to be up there. Now, let's see here. I got to make this in order. Boom. Yeah, Honey Cat. Eggman Nega. I want to see more about Eggman Nega. Oh no, Dave's funny. This is not about. I can't believe we're rating all these characters, man. Oh my goodness. But like, Dave's not that impactful. He's there. He's not as impactful in the series. Tangle's very impactful because she was like that first IDW character that people actually want in the games. And then she got referenced in Sonic Frontiers. That made me happy. Like, to be on their tier, you gotta be like, you gotta be that character that has like literally where people have like copied to the point. And like, to the extent, Metal Sonic may have something, but like he's not there yet. Like Scourge has like the evil Sonic thing, but he's also inspired a lot of like the comic stuff. Whisper feels edgy, yeah. Maybe a hot take, but I do like Infinite. Let me just say this: Infinite is a cool character. I think he would be if he had a better execution, just C tier. Like he was cool for what he was, but his execution wasn't as great. But I did like what he brought to Sonic Frontiers. Like, he brought everybody in there. Like, Knuckles gotta do something, Amy gotta do something, Shadow gotta do something. And the reason why Shadow and Knuckles got to be the GOATs because Knuckles became a field commander. Shadow's the reason why he became edgier and eviler, and he took out Sonic for that reason. Oh my god. I hate this. He's just Mephiles. He's just Mephiles. But he beats up Silver. And then he knocks out Sonic, but he doesn't kill Sonic like Sonic 06. Sonic Forces is Sonic 06, but lighthearted. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize this. He is just Mephiles, but not as effective. Memphis, Tennessee. Why did you try to tell me right now? Now I have knowledge of stuff that I don't need to know. Now I have to honestly admit. So, Metal Knuckles, I want him higher, but he's like never has like an actual story appearance. Callum, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know anything about Callum. That's why I put him there. I know he had some batter with Sonic, but like I hadn't really played the games with him in it yet on stream. Like, but like nah. I hate to actually. No, Mephiles has like he hasn't. Mephiles now kind of is like he's like same tiers, same tier. Never mind. Yeah, he isn't as impactful. He isn't. Mephiles is kind of like, I want to put him in B tier, but if we get one more character that's like Mephiles, for sure it goes up here. And then Metal Knuckles not as impactful. He's just there. He's not doing anything in story wise, which kind of sucks. I want to see more of him and Tails Doll to some extent. Sonic and Black Knight is way better than Secret of the Rings. The story's better. Oh, okay, I'm alright. I can't wait to try that out. I'm gonna play it on stream. And then, alright. Now we're going. Oh wait, is this Tails? Huh. Well, I feel the same way about you as I feel about your counterpart. If this was Sonic Prime, I would put. I like 9. Same way I feel about your main counterpart. Now we're getting to characters. Oh, dang it! I want to put him higher. I want to put him higher, but he's like here. He is so impactful to the story, but without him, without Beta, without Gamma, we would not have our Lord, our amazing boy Omega. I wish they brought back like a version of him, like they do with Gamma, with like some like clones or something, but they don't. Oh, okay. And look, the red Metal Sonic, he goes right up here. I feel the same way. I think Metal Overlord is cooler, but boom, boom. There we go. Shard, the Metal, and Cuba. Oh, you're talking about Archie Metal Sonic. Oh, him. I like him, but if I have to be honest, he's in C tier. He's not on Sally and Bunny's level. He's not on Sally and Bunny's level, but he's an awesome character that is like. He's an awesome character that I would say predates him, but he's stuck in comic limbo. He's just stuck in comic limbo like Nicole. Now, this is going to be controversial, but I think Orbot is B tier. And you want to know why I'm saying that? I'm just, hear me out. When I think of Sonic Frontiers, or not Sonic Frontiers, when I think of Sonic Unleashed, sometimes I kind of forget that's where he started. He started in the same game as Chip. And he came back. And then people like his dynamic with Eggman so much because, and you know what they did? They made a second one, and then they put them in the cartoon as well. Actually, yeah, they did put him in the cartoon. Like they put him in the cartoon as well, along with him. Dang, bro. This is one of the few times where I'm actually kind of sad a little bit to say this. Scrouch and Grounder deserve to be higher. But like, they're the prototypes. Actually, yeah, they're the prototypes of Q Orbot. But we'll get to them in a second. It's kind of hard. I have to think about it a little bit later. Oh, Tails Doll. You know what, Tails Doll? You're higher than good old Metal Knuckles. Because of your beams, you got to be up there in status. Oh wait, no, he's actually up here. He's like actually up there with Charming Vanilla. Like he does a lot. He does a lot. He's fun. He's just not does as much as Orbot. Orbot's the reason why he exists. Cubot. I think Cubot's a funny character. What's your opinion on Taros? I have no opinion on Taros right now because I'll wait until I see the skin and see how it moves. Oh! The original Orbot. I feel the same way. Now, Egg Pound, okay. Boom. I think these characters are more memorable than Lyric. The heavies. I like the heavies. They're cool in the comics, but they don't do as much in the rest of the series. I like Metal Knuckles more than them though, but one of my favorites is Oh! He's in C tier. Bio Lizard. Shadow's older brother has a lot of interesting stuff. Why did Gerald Robotnik made him? How does he feel about Shadow? Plus, guess what? He's no longer a D tier character. He's going up because the Shadow Generations already showed him as a boss battle. Black Doom, I have him here because I don't have a strong opinion on him. I think he's cool, but I'm hoping he gets out of the generic villain role. Because, just to be honest, actually, wow. Just to be honest, when I think of the darker villains, it's just Black Doom and Melfless. The Melfless is just, Melfless has more of an impact than Black Doom, to be honest. Papachamak. Years ago, I would have said he was a C tier character. Had nothing. Actually, he's still a C tier character, but he's up higher impact wise than some of these characters. Oh, yo, thanks, Memphis. I appreciate it. So Pachamak's the reason why we have Chaos. Actually, yeah, the reason why we have Chaos. He's solid in C. Like, he is high. He should be higher for Knuckles Show. You're right. Like, he's there. He's a character I want to see more of. And I'm going to put him right next to Melfless. I feel like if he ever got brought back as an actual villain, I think he'll be very interesting for Sonic and especially for Knuckles. Or like a mentor for Knuckles, like an Knuckles Show. Like, bro, that was the coolest thing they did. I was like, oh, Pachamak? I like what they did with him. Now, we're going to these characters. Movie Sonic. I used to think you were weird, but I feel the same way as I feel about all your other counterparts. You're all great. I can't hate you. The aliens? Oh, King Excalibur. Oh, Antoine. I don't care for Antoine as much. Antoine's cool, but they try to force him on us in the comic. Like, he's a solid C tier character. He's above Nicole. Where's the aliens at? Oh wow, they do have Fleetway Supersonic. That's crazy. Aliens. I'm lost. Oh, Whacker! You're talking about the Wisp? The Wisp. Wisps are up in like C tier. They're pretty cool characters. They brought back a revitalization of Sonic franchise and actually inspired a lot of like new mechanics. I think they're great. They're fun characters. They serve their purpose. Did they overstay for a bit? Yeah, but I think they'll do well as for spin-off titles, which I like about them. Yeah, that's about it. It's not. They don't have like as an impactful story thing as compared to like, to be honest, the rest of these characters except for Tails Doll. But overall, mechanics wise, yeah, they're great. Now, you know what? I'm just gonna be honest. Scotch and Grounder are going to. I feel how I feel about Orbot and Cubot is how I feel about them. They're the same thing with these guys from Sonic X. I always liked their interactions with Eggman, and I'm glad they brought that dynamic into the games, so they can go back and forth on it. Where is he at? There he is. The Wisp, overall, the Wisp in general, yeah, I put them in C tier. I think they're great characters, great additions to the games. I feel like, story-wise, I feel like they overstayed on some. Actually, no, they're cool for the story. Mechanics-wise, I feel like they were great. Actually, mechanics-wise, they're kind of up here. I'm about to think about it. Mechanics-wise, yeah, they're kind of up here. You got the laser. Actually, no. Sonic Lost World has brought them down to shame. Sonic Lost World has done a lot of bad things for some characters. Wait, if he's here, where's Surge? Excuse my language. Alright. Now we're getting to characters that I generally either have no idea about or just don't care about. Or like, but we're going to talk about like impact. Oh, Rotor! What the flip? Rotor, I can't hate on you. I have no strong opinion about Rotor, but I think Rotor's a cool character. Because of his endearing presence, he's actually kind of up here. Not up there to Sally's thing, but he's way above some of these characters. He's like behind Meryl. Behind Storm. Right there. Like, I think he's great. I would give Mecha an ARS too. Depends. Actually, you're right. Mecha is that boy. Mecha is that boy. I kind of forgot. Mecha's the reason why we have a lot of things. When I think about it, Mecha's a solid B tier. He is. He's like, I can't put him above Jet or these characters. I just can't. I really just can't. But he's the reason why we have like rivals with not rivals, but like evil counterparts with super forms. Like Scourge just went on to do his own thing, but Mecha Sonic is the reason why like Knuckles' thing was cool. Not Super Smash Bros. Z, but he's also the reason why like Metal Sonic also stuck around because like they had to bring back another evil counterpart for Sonic. I just wish he got to do more. He's like a character that has so much potential. So much. He's like, when I think of like, man, dang, you know what? I have to be honest with myself. He's like right here. Super impactful on their appearance, but they don't do anything else besides that. They played their role, they played it good. If he came back and is a threat as he was, boy, he would be amazing. But as an impact, he's a reason. But like, yeah, he's no Metal Sonic. Comics-wise, he's no Scourge, which is insane for me to say. I don't like saying that, but Scourge has impacted the series in a way that's like pretty crazy. So has Metal. So has Gamma, and then even to the extent Omega, and especially Maria. Dang, bro. Nah. Metal Sonic's in B tier. I can't put him any. C tier is criminal. He's up there, but he's not up there. Like if he came back and they made him a threat to like Shadow and Knuckles like he was, yeah. Like, man. And then so, dang, bro, that was hard. I might have to revise some of that list now because of that. This character is so cool, but you never fight him. You don't do anything. He's just wasted potential. Wasted potential. Like Metal Knuckles has appeared more than him. Yo, oh my goodness. Dang, bro. Okay, yeah, characters I feel the same about. I don't care. Now, characters that I have no strong opinion about whatsoever. Actually, I like the little Chow Walkers. But I have to be honest with myself. They're like, whatever. They're fun, but like, besides that, what impact do they have? You can play any character there and it's alright. It's the same thing. Now, oh, this character, Tails' love interest. Another a character that Tails likes. up here. They're fun story-wise. Up there. They're not. They're fun story-wise, but they're not as impactful. And then, who's also another Tails love interest? I saw another one. Nope, I don't remember. Wait, is that? Nope. Okay, Tyros. I don't know anything about him. I'm just gonna put him. I'm gonna put him meh because like he's just a skin for Shadow. If he became a character, I would be all over it. This guy's up here with Black Doom. Super cool character. Could have done more with him. But also, he's kind of the reason why we have had a lawsuit that now we don't have the Archie characters anymore. It's crazy to think about it. Same thing with the other character. Where is she at? Shade. Yeah, Echidna. Like, ever since then, Sega's like, yeah, we're not doing any more Echidnas. Where is Shade at? Right here. I think, like, bro, you could have been a cool, like, so much potential, but like they just, yeah. I don't feel strong about any of these characters except for Sniffly's there. That's cool. Okay, she's a cool character, but let me put her up a little bit higher then. Let's see here. Shara's dope. I think Shara's a cool character. She is not. She's on the same level as Elise, to be honest with me. Just to be honest, I think she's cool, but like, yeah. It's like this around the era where they gave Sonic a human-like female companion to be near him the whole time, and that just felt weird after Sonic 06. Sonic 06 did a lot of damage to how I feel about Sonic with like realistic humans. I don't feel comfortable with it at all. At all. Speaking of which, where is Merlina at? Where are you, Merlina? Dang it. Wait, is Merlina King Arthur, guys? I have to know. Is Merlina King Arthur? Dang, I'm trying to figure this out. Well then, I don't even know. Oh, dark reflection of another character. Let's just be honest here. He's cool, but he's on. He's lower than this. Basically, you Shadow Scourge. That's why Scourge is up there. Scourge has literally inspired several characters. Oh, that's scary. I just caught one of the lights on accident. Okay. Now let's see here. If we had Gun Commander's cool. I'm gonna have to put up a little bit higher though. I think what he did for the story was great. He just needed more time to cook because he's like there with Eggman Nega, where if you saw a bit more of him, you'll like him more. Like his impact with Shadow Story and Maria. Actually, yeah, that's why Maria's the GOAT. Maria has Gun Commander connected to her, has Eggman, has General, has Shadow. Boom. Like, he's cool, but he's not there. He's not like, no. He's kind of like right there. He's alright. Impact-wise, he's alright. Now, human characters. Man. I'm gonna put the robots higher though. I don't know anything about Tyros. Until that skin comes out, he stays at that level. What about Sonic Man? 1 second, Sonic Man. For the memes. For the memes. I rate you higher than Chris Thorndyke and Dave. a rank bestowed upon the best. Actually, she kind of deserves to be a little bit higher, but she's not there yet. She's not there. So let's see here. Dang. What character is this? What? Oh, Tom! Dang, Tom's in that weird, like, I like you, but I don't know what to do with you, Tom. Like, I guess, you know what? I'll take that back. You're in the movies. Your character's likable. It's part of, you're played by the guy Jason Marsden, who's also the Cyclops. You are not as impactful to the series, but you are above him. You're above him. Same thing with Maddie, with her fine self. Maddie fine. Maddie fine. Plus, I like how she interacts with Knuckles. Okay. This is going off from recent, so they're better than Chris Thorndyke. Yeah, where's Sonic Shoe? Oh my goodness. If they had Sonic Shoe on there, Sonic Shoe would be the triple S plus amazing character. Oh my goodness. All bowed down to him. Hell, the President, Sarah! At one time, Dr. Robotnik was like, I'm going to force you to marry me. Yeah. You know how I feel about him? I have such a strong feeling for the President. Totally have strong feelings for the Presidents. Now there's Sarah. Sarah, you're such a fantastic character. How can I forget your... Actually, she's alright. I actually like her more than most of these characters here. I like her more than Limerick. I like Sarah more than that. But Sarah doesn't have that much impact. If we're going off impact, Sarah's another weird character. Sarah's now Snively. There's only 2 comic characters that are actually going up in like the A and B tiers. Because they did it first, and they played that family member that Snively. Know why Snively's great? He is the original usurper. The original Robotnik that was annoying and cowardly, but also was great to interactions and family moments, and has really made you think, wow, smash and pass. If I get up to 500 followers, actually no. If I get up to 550 followers before the end of July, I'll do a Sonic Smash or Pass thing, and I'll be very honest about it. But for right now, I'm steering away from that. These are characters of vague ages. He is a template for a lot of things. But Snively is not greater than that character. No, he is not. Snively's like, no, Snively's C tier. Like, he's a template, but like, he doesn't do nothing with it as like other characters do. Like, it's like there with Nega. How do I have infinite for Tom and Maddie? I have to be honest with myself. Very honest with myself right now. Tom and Maddie are great, but I don't see Tom and Maddie's templates or anything else being reinterpreted in the series. When I see like how I would explain it. When I see these core 6, I see everyone using them as a template. More so these 3. They're the reason why it's Team Sonic. Knuckles is the reason why we have Shadow, Silver, Blaze, the Chaotix, Jet, the Background Rogues. Like, his backstory and everything Knuckles does is literally just copied over. He is like how There's Spider-Man, and then there's Venom, and then there's Miles. That's how I feel about these. That's their impact is like Peter Parker's impact is so great. He has characters that are similar to him but different. That's how it is. These are the Peters. They're great. These are Miles Morales'. They're awesome, and Miles Morales and Venom's are also great. And then everyone else is like kind of like right there. So Tom and Maddie are cool. They're unique. They're like the other X-Men, but they don't have enough to do anything yet. If they start having more characters that take traits from them and start using them, then for sure they go up higher. But Infinite is literally like Mephiles, but Infinite also has caused enough problems in a story to make Knuckles and Shadow to do something. And then like, I hate to say it, because of the game's reception, it's inspired a lot of like character development for these core four, which is great. I think that's awesome. Which is insane to say. Like, he was a cool villain, just poorly executed. But like what he does is similar to what Mephiles does, just not as effective. Tom and Maddie deserve a bit better, but I just, oh, man. Yeah, Cook Bear. I want to see him more, but I'm talking about impact on the franchise. Plus, we don't even get to see much of Dirt Lord in the Knuckles series. We see Gun Commander in the movie, which is in the movies. Like, I'm thinking about the franchise overall. And then I feel the same way about Neural Counterparts. Right, discuss that. I feel the same way I feel about Lyric. You're right there. Same thing with you. I think you're slightly better though. Slightly better though. Like, I have to be honest. No, he's lower. Their design is fun. You actually see the design we use in other games. It's really cool. You see their designs we use in other games. Pretty cool, but it's not as impactful. They're just there. You see this design is just a waste of potential. Just straight up. But I have to put respect on these two their names. They came at a point in Sonic's history where Sonic was like struggling and brought back a large interest in the series. And for that, yeah, they go up there. Like, if I had to think about it right now, yeah, I have to think about it right now. Their impact on the franchise is a lot higher. Like, Excalibur is not as great as a character, but his impact, unfortunately, they're right there. They're right there. Like, give them one good like moment, and they go up higher. They're like, the DT characters have potential to go up to like B. Like, that's the thing, is this potential. These are characters, it's just like, you're stuck where you're at, and you're not moving. You're forever stuck there. But it's potential. And one character that has potential is like an evil version of Amy Rose. Amy needs like an evil counterpart, like an actual evil counterpart to be there. But let's see here. Now the rest of these characters, I don't hate you, I don't dislike you. You're just, you have more of an impact on the series than Metal Knuckles, and that hurts my soul to say. And then where are you? You are right up here. Same. Oh. I can't even say anything. Yeah, like you just did more. Whisper? Whisper's cool. I just don't like Whisper. But I think Whisper's a cool character that I think people want to see. She actually made an appearance in mobile games, but I'm gonna be honest. She's not on Tango's level. She's not. She's right there with Tom and Maddie. The wild cards of potential right there. The wild cards of potential. Like, when I think of like impactful characters, I see Tangle, and Tangle was super impactful. Like when I think of Tangle, she's connected to several characters. Tangle is connected to Sonic, to the Sheep Girl, to Whisper. Tangle's really impactful. Whisper is like kind of like her secondary. While she has the diamond cutters, Tangle came first. It'll probably switch sooner or later because how much they like to focus on them, because the writers just love their favorites. The same writers who love Silver, they're like, bro, I get it that you love them, but like, hey, chill out a bit on your writing. Now let's see here. I want to hate on Zavik. I want to hate on him, but Zavik is he's at a weird point. Like, he's not as impactful, but he's like, all right. I hate admitting that like he has more impact in the series than Metal Knuckles. I think Metal Knuckles is a cooler character. It just deserves to come back. Motorbug. Not meh. Motorbug is a classic character, but more iconic than these guys. You see him, but like, eh. Now, let's see here. We got all these other characters here. And like, oh wow! Mia the Mongoose. Let's see here. Mia the Mongoose was cool for where she started off in the comic. She is, I want to say she's better than Chris, but impact-wise in the series, she has as much as impact as Lyric. Like, Queen of Love, that's kind of like an Amy thing. She becomes a singer, which is dope. And then who's also on her type of status as well? Oh, there's Umo Chow. Umo Chow! I want to hate you so much, but I'm okay with you, Umo Chow. You're up here with these characters that are like, I don't mind it if you're in the background, but I don't think I need to see you. Characters that have cool story potential, that can do more, that'll rise them up. Their impact in the series is cool, but like, yeah. These four are only here because how they impacted the franchise. Actually, no, I take that back. These 5, or technically 6, are how they impacted the franchise. Not super impactful, but like enough where it's cool. Came around a weird point of the period where Sonic 06 did bad damage to that brand just because of her game. Brought back a good sentiment. Whoop. The OG, the GOATs. Was in a bad game, in a game that involved a legal lawsuit that affected the Sonic franchise dearly, and has put quite impactful characters in comic book limbo. Now, oh yeah, Villain Daisy, bro. In the comics, she is all about like, this character is cool, but she can do much. She's like on Chris Thornike level. Like, you knew of her, she has impact, but she needs to do anything. Because right when the series is about to get started off with her, what she's going to do, Genesis Wave happened. Professor Pickle, you deserve better. I want to say my bias is showing. For some reason, I will rate him as low as I can. As low as I can. Meh. Actually, you're a fun character. You're not that bad. You're like a fun old man character. Actually, is there any other fun old man characters in the Sonic franchise besides him? Damn, the rest of these are just like personal now. Oh, Rough and Tumble. Rough and Tumble are... They're E tier. They're alright. They're not the best. They're just the hooligans, but modern versions. That's all they are. You got to play an incredible part of the story. Never talked. You're quite forgettable. You are a series iconic staple that's in the background, but not as important. You equally as series iconic staple that's antagonistic. Sign. You're like Umo-Chow, but you're right here. Dang. You. Eggman fan. You are above them right now. Actually, no, you're really cool in the comics, but what do the comics do for that at all? Now the rest of you. Oh wait, Ghost Girl. You're from the fun movie. You're up here. But only one-time appearance can save you from there. And then now for the meh section. Meh. You can put any other designs in that movie and they'll still be effective. Meh. Even in Sonic, even in Knuckles Chaotix, you're still meh. People do not like playing as you. You. And you. You're third in that group, but who cares? Prototype. Blaze. You are kind of like right here with Shadow. Prototype. You don't do anything, but you'll be cool as a skin in the future, so hopefully that works. And then other impact characters. Didn't overstay your welcome. You were a lot more enjoyable, but you're on the same tier as your grandson. You are a Afro-Latino woman stereotype in the walking. You are definitely going to be right there, but I forgot Eggman had a crush on her. Sonic talks trash to him, Sonic talks trash to her, and these guys are like the least important. Right, they're out there. Zavik is just more important than these guys. Again, that you're his master, but, and then the fan service girl, but she's actually has some funny laughs. Right around there. She should have been brought back for a game and had funny dialogue with Rouge, but oh well. And emo dude's in the same type of like wavelength as her. Alright. And then where's the last of the six? You are a forgettable sociopathic nut job, but you're right up here for not as memorable. And then let's see here. Oh yo, other cool 96. Thanks for the follow, man. Alright, now, another meh. I hated this character, and I'm glad they never brought back his archetype ever again. I feel the same as I feel about your other counterparts. You're a fun, evil version of Sonic. Miles. Feel the same. Robo Hedge. Sonic in a hoodie. Robo Hedge was literally forgotten. He just showed up for like one arc because he's a hedgehog. So he's like the top of the list if they just written him more. Speedy. You're iconic to Tails game. That saved you from meh. But you're right there. People have to go look for you if they want to see something. You're in the same tier as Speedy. The game was fun though. I have good memories of it. And you are right there, boy. Now, I want to like King Boom Boom because he's, you know, he's just a force of nature. He's like a fun little villain, but he's not important. He's like a follow-up to Sonic 3 and Knuckles Ghost. It's cool, but like he doesn't do anything else. He's just nothing else in the series. Never comes back. You're like behind Rabo Hedge. You, the thing that pursued Amy. You are not quite there, but you're above your brother. No one else has ever got to that status yet. Now you, along with your captain, are actually fun little rivals for Sonic. Nice. Right there. I'm gonna change the music though. Oh, this is still Star Wars Judo. Yeah, there we go. Okay. This is a very hard tier list. Like the last part of it. Because it's like we're now getting to characters that are like, they were kind of there. Take it or leave it. You're like, you're there. Fun to see you, but not that much of importance. I feel the same about you as I feel about your counterpart. I get you're supposed to be a different character, but you're just Sonic as a cop. A cab. Iconic, a series staple. That is fun to see in the background. Sonic Adventure with Amy. Yeah. Now, I don't know what that character is. You are Jewel. Doesn't do anything of importance. I'm sorry. You're right next to Bravo Hedge, though. Actually, no, you're not. You're underneath King Boom. The way you're gonna access your media, King Boom is actually more important than both of these. Only because of recency that she has more of an impact, but you can easily just access anything with him, but he's otherwise, Sierra Boom. No one knows who she is. Oh yeah, that's Tails' love interest. Fun for the episode, but never will see again. Man. It's a call. Where she is on that level of right here, like Pachamak and Chip. Super important, amazing, makes appearances, other stuff, but she just needs one more solid appearance to go up to that B tier. A fun Sonic rival who's, let's say, fun. A lot more enjoyable than his nephew, but ours, yeah. But still, like, you're like right here, dude. You're fun in some episodes, like when Sonic trolled you. A stereotype that is not as funny, and I don't think should ever. No. I know you're part of the games, but still, yeah. Okay. We have officially finished the tier list. Now, we'll have to do some revisions. So when it comes to this, right? The goats, the characters that other characters are copied from or inspired by, can't do it. You got a little bit lower, buddy. But you're iconic. You're the most iconic of the songs. Sonic, obviously. Literally the reason why it's Knuckles has a design, Shadow has a design, Blaze, Jet have their design, Metal Sonic has their design. He is the overall goalpost. Next to him is Tails. Tails is amazing. Tails is an awesome little brother. Tails is also the reason why we have, in a way, Cream. Actually, well, technically, I forgot. Ray predates him, but Ray's redesign or new role in the franchise is based off of Tails as a younger buddy to Mighty. Tails is also the reason why we have more of that team dynamic with flight characters. The reason why Rouge's role has been reassigned in a different way. The reason why we have Wave's side. So Tails is that boy. He's just there. The genius icon, rival Dr. Robotnik in a way. Knuckles, the original rival, the other best friend of Sonic, amazing. The reason why we have inspirations of Shadow's inspired by him, flipping, actually not Metal, but Jet, Blaze, Silver, who also take some inspiration from Shadow. He's also the reason why we have Knuckles Chaotix, which introduces SPO. A new role for Vector, Charmy, Ray, Mighty. And then Knuckles' story has been reused in different ways, different elements, and Jet, Blaze, Silver, SPO, so many other characters. Amy, the quintessential character who used to be just, her personality was just girl, but now she's different. She's a more mature, level-headed one. Still gets fiery and stuff. Not to Knuckles' extent, but like she's more the in-between of like Sonic and Knuckles, where Tails is more the genius who's like not kind of in between kind of like does his own thing. But because of her, we also have, she has satellite characters of Styx, Cream, Big, and her inspiration, and then she's also inspired Shadow to do the right thing. She's a cool character. She's grown and changed a lot. Eggman, you just can't. Eggman is Eggman. He's the reason why we have Maria, we have General, we have all these characters. Shadow is Shadow. We all love him. Shadow is basically, you take the best parts of Metal, best parts of Knuckles, you get boom, a fantastic fire character, and then his design is so unique that you just reuse it so many times. Crazy. Metal Sonic. Sonic's one of Sonic's original rivals, debuts before Knuckles. Cool character, awesome design, but doesn't get that much focus after Sonic Heroes, except for like Sonic Freeriders. He just doesn't. He's awesome character in his own right, dope as hell. Wish to see more of him, but he's like up there, super impactful. He's also in that spin-out game with Knuckles Chaotix, fights Knuckles, like boom. He's proved himself to be the rival to Sonic, but also a villain in his own right. Rouge is awesome. Rouge deserves more spotlight. I'm glad that Sonic Prime liked her so much. They're like, we're gonna make her part of the main cast, which they did. Rouge is so awesome. Like, she deserves more. Best Boy Omega, love him. Murderous nut job, awesome. Part of the reason why we are there, but he's also was inspired off of Gamma, the original robot with free will. Did it before Metal, did it before Gamma, did it before all of them. Had a sad story. He had the sad story that had an impact on how and sacrificed himself before Shadow. He is the reason why we have a lot of these more grounded Sonic stories that are about more maturity. Just him. Maria, the figure point character that has changed it all for the part of that franchise when it comes to telling backstories. Legit reason why we have Dr. Robotnik. You understand a bit more about Dr. Robotnik in some way. You understand Shadow's motivations. You understand why he went mad, General Robotnik. Too sweet. Scourge. Hear me out. He just started off as a lame comic book knockoff of Sonic, right? But he became his own thing. He's the first original Green Rival that used to piss Sonic off before Jet, who became obnoxious, annoying, and a loudmouth. Literally, Scourge predates Jet by so many ways. The way he does a lot of things, and then he's inspired other characters. Legit Surge in the comics. And where is this stupid boy at? Him. Darkman, whatever his name, Eclipse. Boom. B tier characters. Have potential to be A tier characters, but you just don't get enough of them. Luckily, they're not in the standard of these three because they'll be thrown in everything. But like sometimes the stories will be garbage. Blaze, amazing character, awesome. I feel like she deserves more. Actually, like her own game. Her introduction is literally felt like how it was for Knuckles and Shadow when her game came out. The unfortunate part, she had an handheld part. And then she became that character that they tried to make her the sidekick to him. It should be the opposite. Silver should be Blaze's sidekick, not that. I'm sorry. Silver's cool. Silver had a cool introduction, great story, but at the same time, it was a little much, and it felt like the franchise was going in a very different direction based off of Silver's story and Shadow's, and I'm glad they changed it. Chaotix, amazing characters, fun characters. I think they're fun. They're always great to see. They deserved it more. Styx. Sonic Boom has really endeared a lot of people to that character, and I think she's great. She also really works great as a complimentary fifth to these guys as a fun character. In the same way that Cream does, in a more youthful way, Styx does it in a more like on their age group. These two deserve to be up here with Amy, but Sega drops the ball. They're not. I don't know what they're thinking. Jet, amazing character, fun. Literally is just a game version of Scourge with more of Knuckles traits, or actually like kind of inspired by Knuckles. Just a character that was loud, annoying, got Sonic mad, who looked super cool like Shadow, but later in games kind of became more of a joke. Even in the comics, became more of a joke. You don't mess with a god that is cheese. Cheese will jack you up. Speaking of gods, Chaos, the mutated Chao. So impactful, does the original Force of Nature in 3D games, and is the reason why we have so many others, such as Mephiles, Black Dune, and others. Big, the fun, lovable oaf, who's great. What really endeared people to this character and his impact in the series is his reintroduction of a new role for him, especially after Sonic Heroes, as a powerful, lovable oaf. Speaking of lovable, the lovable rogues, obviously, they're fun, they're great. What's stopping them from getting up higher is that they don't have modern versions of the characters that interact with these guys, which is so sad. They need more. That includes Bark. Bark needs more stories and other stuff to be there. Mighty, same issue. He just needs a modern version that's like up there. You would love to see him interact with these guys. Sally, Bunny, the standouts of the Archie comics that are really fun. When you think of Archie comics, you think of Sally, you think of Bunny. And then maybe some other stuff like Scourge. Scourge is up there because of that, but like these two are like the main ones. It's just unfortunately they're stuck in comic limbo, and there's no other characters that have been created to be like them. They're unique and they're impactful in a way where it's like, that's it. Same thing, super impactful to the overall series, to the point where to the point where they rewrite certain original characters to be more like them. Literally, Shadow, created Shadow, his grandfather, her grandfather, amazing. Orbot. He is great. He is Scratch and Grounder, fully realized, a great character. Emerald deserves to be that low. Emerald has not been in a 3D game or done anything else. Emerald these are their impact as a character. I think Emerald's cool, but Emerald did the same thing that all forces of nature have done in every story that are part of the game they were. They were there, they did it, they were gone. Like, these are the characters you see over and over Their first story was so impactful they changed the whole franchise. Emeralds did not. Memphis, unfortunately, how the game shipped, kind of did, but he didn't at the same time. Chip did not story-wise. Patrimac, actually, Patrimac into spiritual advisor. Yeah, she kind of goes up there. Tikal actually goes up there. Thank you for bringing that up. There's a reason why Chaos is above him, but like, yeah. But what's stopping these characters from going up higher is that they just need another just chance at getting a good story. Or in these 3 cases, or their 4 cases, a remaster, or put in a brand new game. They're solid characters, they're amazing, their impact is way greater than some characters are overall. But when people watch the media, they will be looking out for Orbot, Cubot, Charmy, Vanilla, sometimes the Rogues, depending on it. If you're going for the classic stuff that you can buy for cheap, you'll find these guys a lot easier. Same thing with Ray, because of Sonic Mania, how great it is. Sonic Adventure. Sonic Unleashed, yeah, but you'll see more people recognizing him because especially in the Special Knuckles show. Tangle's great. Tangle's an amazing character. There hasn't been a comic character that has been like so impactful as like in a while. The unfortunate thing is I feel like she's unfortunately over time will go lower because of like how they're not really doing much with her or trying to find anything with her. If she gets into games, then yeah, that'd be great. Rotor got out there because he's the original gay character of Sonic, but also the original genius character that did all the stuff that rivaled Dr. Robotnik. Was the more pacifist, quiet guy that was nice. Tails kind of took over his role. Tails is the GOAT. He's great. Honey Cat's great, fun character. Fashionista. But what is the exact same like all these other characters? They're fun introductions and they're one appearance, but there hasn't been anything else done about them. I don't know what that Whisper image is either. I think it's from the Sonic Rush mobiles thing. Tom and Maddie. They just need one more appearance, and then they will be up there in the B tier. I think, well, hopefully the movie makes a lot of money. I feel like however they write them, they'll be fun. The Donut Lord is a fun character. He's not in the film as much, thank God. Maddie's fun too. They're more endearing than Whisper has been in the comics at some points. And then, as much as I hate to admit it, Zombie was at a weird turning point for the series. He's a fun antagonist in the comics and like side and spin-off media. Yes. So what do these two characters have in common? They came around the same time when the series was dealing with a weird transition phase, and their games were well liked. Mixed opinions, highly great opinions, to the point where they brought them in the comics and reused that template for back endings. And so, unfortunately, Metal Knuckles hasn't had that many appearances. Same thing like the Forces of Natures, but to a lesser extent. He'll probably go up higher, especially after. Oh, you're gone for a second. You know why he's at D tier? Him and her were part of that lawsuit that erased a whole bunch of comic book characters, and they rewritten those characters and rewritten like that. Fun character. Wish it was another game. You could have been another game, but that kiss was unnecessary. It marked you. You're around the same time frame, which just makes it worse. I don't know why they were doing that weird thing. You were interesting. The greatest meme, another meme. But they're all fun. Sonic Man gets reused plenty of times. Dave is a fun meme in Sonic Boom. Chris Wall, an impactful character, sometimes memes. The most tolerable but alright character in the show. The villain from the comics that was fun. Potential. if they had an evil Amy character. Or evil Amy rival. A fun character that's snarky with Sonic that actually annoys Sonic. What makes him lower than most, because he's a hero character, is that you can already have Knuckles, Shadow, any other character do what he does. You're just there for the memes, I'm sorry. Iconic series staples that you will see in the background or interact with once, but you really won't have to care about them. And 4 of them will be trying to kill you. This one may be in your sleep. Force of nature, not as impactful. Thought he's gonna do more, but he ended up dying early, but part of the reason why we have the new female Surge. Fun tales / love interests for other series. Fun side boss, but does nothing. Fun side boss, but does nothing. Cool design that does nothing. Cool character that's stuck in comic because it's comic limbo. Cool character stuck in comic limbo. What was it? Pretty much she is what Amy is. Lyric. Glad we went over that. Fun old man character, unique but never brought back ever again. Fun character, but never brought back again. Fun dynamic. Interesting characters, dynamic. Basically, these are just modern versions of him and him, but they're in the comics, so you don't see as much of them. A great fun movie. There's 2 season 2. It's alright. They're the most least impactful of the 6. You have to only a boss, and you have to go look for his media. Very hard to find their media. Can't find them. You have to look for them. Appears as a one-off boss in Sonic Adventure 2, never mentioned again. Even though he's inspired by the ghost from Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles. Joel's kind of a background character, does nothing, but she's like slowly getting up there. Over time, I think she'll be up there with like D. Unfortunately, you do nothing, even though you're Amy's cousin. Fun rival that gets trolled on but does nothing. Not iconic at all, but it'll be fun if they came back. Background characters that do not matter. Only showed up in one scene, and actually you showed up in 2 games, and you're entirely forgettable. Your character was, thank God you were not overly done. You were weird for trying to like onto a small little hedgehog man. Playable characters that are not really used. Skins that have potential. The Shadow one, the Blaze one. Create a character, but you forget that this is the create a character look. You could have any other characters, any other designs there and still fill the same role. You can have any other character designs and fill the same role. Any other character design but still fill the same role. Oh, yo, thank you, man. I feel the exact same as I feel about their normal counterpart. Amazing, fun, a very fun Eggman. Classic Sonic, awesome Sonic, best Sonic. Or one of the best Sonics. A fun Sonic did not overstay his welcome, was in 1 game. Cool. A fun version of Sonic that was in 1 little scene. Fun version of Sonic that was in several comic books and was also referenced in several things. Hence why we have Dark Sonic. You're behind where? Behind wrong, but you're cool. A version of Sonic that's a cop. A-Cab. Now, we're getting to the medals. Best Metal Sonic, awesome Metal Sonic. Only on 1 game, but it was in the comics. Awesome. Sonic Rivals 2, unfortunately, was this 1 game. That was it. Only in 1 game, which is Sonic the Fighters, and as only a cutscene. You need to go up higher. You are a boss battle for Knuckles Chaotix. And that was it. You were fun. You're alright. Black Doom. Feel the same way about I feel about Big. I feel the same way as I feel about Tails. I feel the same way I feel about Emerald. But I should put you higher. Same way I feel about Knuckles in general. You do not mess with a god's brother. I feel the same way I feel about Knuckles. Same way I feel about Silver. Same way I feel about Jet. Same way I feel about Shadow. Same way I feel about Blaze. Same way I feel about Amy. Even though they're different characters. This was from Sonic Lost World. Not that great. This is the Blacksmith. Same way I feel about Tails. Evil Tails does nothing. Same way I feel about Dr. Robotnik. The original Cubot. Still funny character that made Eggman mad, and that has inspired several sidekicks for Eggman in stories. The original templates of the classic duo Xanoid Dr. Robotnik. Saturday morning cartoon, Japanese anime. Got implemented in games, and became, where are you? A great character. There's Army of Sage. Overall, that is the tier list. There we go. Overall, that's the tier list. I'm gonna be honest, I put Shadow above Amy. And Dr. Robotnik before them. Amy's cool, but Amy's is there. When I think of the series, I think of Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Shadow, sometimes Amy. Amy's there. It's like, yeah, I did all of them. Oh, alright guys. I appreciate everyone being here. If you guys can leave some likes and follows. And then I'm also on Twitch. On Twitch TV, Stardust Crusade. And I'm also streaming on TikTok for the people watching. I would love to see you guys from my other streams. And I have a Discord as well. But I'm gonna make sure for the Discord it needs to be for a certain age group. But if you guys definitely want to interact with more stuff with me, I will be definitely back on tomorrow around 7 p.m. Actually, correction, 5 p.m. Central Time. But until then, you guys have a good day. We're going to have to stop the music here real quick. Let's get into that point of the day, and let's see here. Yeah, it's getting to that point in the day where we just finish up the stream. I appreciate everyone who's been here for the Sonic for this one. I'm gonna post this, and I hope tomorrow. I hope to see your guys' opinions. I would love to see what you guys think of this. Other than that, you guys have a great day. It's time to go.
It's about that time. Wrapping up things, and we all gotta have our own ways. Before that happens, I want to say thank you to everyone. Without you, make sure you all shine on the brightest diamonds. Have a great time. This is Stardust for Staying Inside. Thank you. I want to see you guys again.